Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today as we are rolling home from work. I am back from Florida. I did not make any Florida videos while I was there. It was an off week for the San Francisco 49ers, but we did make a 49er video last week with the trade of Chase Young. Chase Young came with a lot of anticipation of adding another beefy guy up on the defensive line. One of the weak points of this year for the San Francisco 49ers definitely has been our secondary, but that, I would dare to say, close to almost all pro defensive line, definitely Pro Bowl-ish. We had 3 studs up there. Now we got 4. We really haven't been hitting the quarterback that much this year, but I'll tell you this much. If we're bringing Chase Young in, even if he is just going to be a rental for us, we better be hitting the quarterback all damn day. We better be loading up that line, basically saying, hey, we know that we can give up the deep ball, but we can't give up the deep ball if the quarterback can't throw the ball. We got Eric Armstead, we got Chase Young, we got Nick Bosa, we got Drake. We got a lot of weapons loading up on that defensive line. We should be sacking the quarterback almost close to every time of possession that they have the ball. We're not going to sack them all 3 plays. I know that much, but I mean, we got to be putting up some numbers. Nick Bosa, ever since the holdout, ever since basically not doing training camp, not doing preseason, I knew that it was going to take him a little bit to get his legs underneath him, but that guy, for as good as he is, for the money that we gave him, I haven't seen nothing from him. And I do understand, defensive coordinator, we got Wilkson there. A lot of people, sort of pointing at him as the reason we're not getting things done. Defensive line should be hitting the quarterback no matter who your coordinator is. Basically, your job is to get in there, not to give up the run. But anytime they're passing that ball, we better be letting that quarterback know, hey, we're coming. We didn't get you this time, but we're going to get you next time. You got to put the hit on them to let you know, we're not just going to give you all day, definitely Jeff Burrow did. It looked like we weren't even, putting anybody on the quarterback during that Bengals game. But we need to put that shit behind us. We've lost 3. It's been a long time since the 49ers have lost 3 games. So long that I honestly can't really remember. Probably has to be during the year of Nick Mullins and what was that other guy's name? I didn't really like him. But he took a lot of hits and he just got up. They got through the year throwing a kiddo over and over and over again, but damn. That year sucked. Garoppolo, of course, was hurt, and that's the reason why those guys were playing. But man, I don't want to go back to that. They've built this team ever since basically, we've put the right guys in charge of this. We've been making moves, and hey, all we got to know is that we're playing the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday morning. We're traveling out there to Florida to play this game, and we got to come back with a win. Jacksonville's won 5 in a row. They're damn good. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. I can't remember if Jacksonville played this week. Maybe they had a bye as well. I know they had won five in a row, but I don't remember seeing a score for them this week. Hopefully, they're still at 5 in a row, and that stat still works. I watched football, but I don't really remember. I was on the East Coast, and I want to go off on a little tangent right here. How you people on the East Coast watch sports makes no fucking sense to me. I was watching that Cowboy versus Eagle game. And that thing, was coming down to the wire. Of course, everybody knows that the Cowboys that got tackled on the not even quarter of an inch line didn't get in the end zone. Cowboys with the 2-point conversion. Dak stepped out of bounds when it looked like he had it the route to get in there. Basically, they almost lost that game by 1.5 foot. Is basically what it comes down to. But that game took so much out of me, and then I realized Buffalo versus Cincinnati comes on after that. I made it into the 4th quarter before I woke up the next morning, but I'll tell you the truth, I was done. I watched that out of let's say, necessity more than anything else. I was tired. I was ready to go to sleep. I felt like it was the end of a West Coast football night. I felt like I had already watched football night in America, and maybe that's because they had the Germany game that we watched first thing in the morning. But I'll tell you the truth, if I would have woke up at that time on the West Coast, I would have been watching that football game anyways. But I tip my hat to you guys, the people that watch from kickoff until the end of the game on Sunday on the East Coast. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how you guys do it with baseball. When it's only one game you got to get ready for, and the damn thing doesn't start your time until probably 10 o'clock. If it's a 7 o'clock go, like if I was a Braves fan in Atlanta, I wouldn't be watching them when they play the Dodgers or the Giants, unless it was just like a really rare occasion. There's no way you can stay up until 1 o'clock as a normal thing 3 nights in a row on a weekday to watch your team. That's just beyond the point of crazy. Or if you're, I'm a Kings fan. I didn't really follow the Kings besides for in the sports page for the 6 years that I lived there. But I went and saw them when they played in Atlanta every year. It is what it is. But, you guys, I tip my hat to you guys. Deebo Samuel going to be coming back. He's basically already said that he's going to be ready to play. I know that he felt that he didn't have the best year last year. And this year, with him missing, he missed 2 or 3 games in a row, I know that he is going to want to put this team on the back. The stuff I've read this week about Brandon Ayuk, that the 49ers could trade him to make a move. I love Brandon Ayuk. I love Juan Jennings. Deebo Samuel, yes, he has put up numbers, but honestly, if you're the Niners, I'd be looking to see if you can cut that huge salary of Deebo. If you can keep all 3, keep all 3. Don't get me wrong. But, if you feel like you got to make a move to help another team, another part of this team, I'm telling you the truth. I think Brandon Ayuk and Juan Jennings could carry the ball. I love having Deebo out there. I'm not kicking Deebo off this team. But I'm just saying, if you're going to trade anybody, don't trade Brandon Ayuk. That guy is a stud. And I think we've only seen how good he can be. And I think he still has room to grow. And he's never been that true number 1 guy. Besides for when Deebo Samuel's been hurt, and he's been able to carry the load, honestly, in my book. Draft another receiver. I know we're not the best at drafting wide receivers. Yeah, we hit gold with Ayuk and Deebo, but as a 49er fan watching the draft every year, we've struck out more times than anybody. We've had serviceable wide receivers in there, but I can honestly tell you that we have missed on more guys than we've hit with ever since we've been drafting guys along the likes like J.J. Stokes. Man, I thought J.J. was going to be the man back in the day from UCLA, but he had a long career. It just never really worked out the way that we thought it was going to go down. Niners can win this game. It's going to be tough. Definitely going to have to see what Brock Purdy shows up. I love the video of him out there, tending the crops on his week off out there in Iowa. I'm not sure if it was corn or what his family grows out there, but it definitely shows that he was able to get his mind off of football. And I think that means he's going to come back and he's going to be, focused and ready to go. He's just not going to have, just coaches just throwing shit at him, learn this, to the point where he doesn't know really what's going on. Definitely the offense and the defense have not been working as good as they should have been, besides like the Dallas game, I guess you can say. But this team is built to win, and we're gonna have to really go out there and prove it. That's just the God honest truth, We're gonna have to put up or shut up. I think that this team, you're sitting. If you're 5-4, I don't give a shit what the Seahawks record is, and we still have a chance to win the West and get into the playoffs. Yeah, you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. It's a new season, but we got to start living up to what we were supposed to be. That's just the God's honest truth. We got to win some football games and put this behind us. I follow a 49er blog, I guess you can say, and they tweeted out like 1,000 times about like the Seahawks, being up on us in the records in the West. Shut up! You're a 49er blog. You don't need to be putting that shit out there. So let's get this. Let's put the Seahawks behind us. Definitely Arizona's way back there. The Rams, they signed. The Rams brought in a guy that was like, man, I didn't even know that guy was playing. And I guess he wasn't playing because they were able to sign him. But I guess they're done. But the Seahawks, they're going to be hungry. Last year, definitely Geno had a different style of year, and he's not looking as good as he did in the past. But they're never going to be a team that just gives up and rolls over. They're going to be coming for us, and I know we finished the season against the Rams, but I'm not looking forward to playing the Seahawks. They're always going to have something up their sleeve for us. So it is what it is. So we got to keep fighting. We got to win every football game from here on out. That's about the only way I can see it. The Eagles, they don't look dominant, but they fucking keep finding ways to win games, and it's not just because of that fucking tush push that people love fucking talking about. We got to beat the Eagles, but when it really comes down to it, we got to beat everybody else on the way there. So peace out. Thank you very much. It's a good week, and try to get football picks. I haven't done it in 2 or 3 weeks, but I'll try and get those ones up tomorrow, Wednesday. Peace out. Oh, today is fucking Tuesday. I'm all screwed up because of the fact that I came back on Monday. First day back to work Tuesday. So I got to try and get those up tomorrow, or I'm putting it up as the football kicks off on Thursday night. Peace out.